welcome to Darkness's Month of Shadows. First I'll explain what's going on. Basically this month everything I do is going to have a horror theme to it, whether it be watching a horror movie or reviewing a horror game. Kind of keeping up with the whole, it's October and it's going to be Halloween theme here. You know, everyone kind of does something like this, I think. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. This first installment is going to cover a game that I played in my youth called Jumpstart 4th Grade Haunted Island. And I know what you're thinking. Darkness, why are you reviewing an educational game that's meant for, quite obviously, 4th graders? Well, for one, there's a lot of nostalgia behind this game for me since I played it in my youth. But, see, the thing about this game is, it may say that it's for 4th graders, but I'm sorry, this game gets creepy as hell sometimes, okay? Let's just go over the main plot before we say anything else. The plot is fairly simple. Basically, this evil substitute teacher shows up named Miss Gronkle, and it turns out she's a witch who hates everything. And basically she turns all your classmates into monsters. And the idea is to go through her haunted island, collecting keys to her house so you can go and change your classmates back into humans again. So already we established this game is a little bit ridiculous. We have this frickin' witch who is just such a bitch that she comes into your school, turns all your classmates into monsters, and kidnaps them at the same time. What the hell is your problem, lady? Alright, so now we gotta go through this haunted island. The game is a point-and-click adventure with a bunch of mini-games attached to it. Basically, you traverse the entire island and go to various locations completing certain educational games. Every game has a Halloween theme. Some cover math, some cover reading, some cover history. Basically, they cover all the subjects a standard 4th grader would have in school. And honestly, a lot of them are pretty fun. In terms of mini-games, this game did a pretty damn good job. Especially considering most educational games have this stigma where they almost always suck. But here, the developers did a fantastic job making the game entertaining and educational at the same time. But the game is just so goddamn creepy. It's not just the minigames. The minigames themselves usually aren't that frightening. It's just walking around. The game has a lot of FMVs that go with it, and they look really good. But Jesus, this landscape, all the trees are dead. Could it be any darker? I mean, it looks really good, especially for the time in which the game was released. But this couldn't be any creepier if they had tried. Although, obviously, they tried really— What the fuck is that?! Oh, Jesus! I hate this guy! Alright, this motherfucker is called the Keeper of the Island. This jackass used to scare the shit out of me. Well, I was saying used to, apparently he still does. When I played this game as a kid, he shows up at random points throughout the entire island. He can show up at any time, early or late, and he'll probably do it more than once throughout the entire game. He asks a riddle, which usually isn't even a damn riddle. It's just like a grammar question or something, and if you get it wrong, he takes some of your health. Oh yeah, by the way, I should mention, the only thing that's keeping you walking around this island is this one candle that you have. And if it goes out, you get cast into the labyrinth, which is this giant maze that you never want to get stuck in. Trust me, I've gotten stuck in it. I don't think I need to go on and explain just how traumatizing some of this game was for me as a kid. Even now, it's a pretty hard game. It's not as easy of a game as you might be thinking. So if you're interested in the classic PC games and aren't against playing one that might be educational, this might be one to look at. Of course, good luck getting the damn thing running, but the game is actually quite enjoyable, despite being creepy as all hell. So don't be closed off to it just because it looks like a kid's game. This is Darkness, and I bid you all a fond farewell.